Morning, family. It's Pastor Steve again. We're taking just a few minutes to read my Bible between jobs, and God gave me a little something I want to share today. Looking at 2 Samuel chapter 19, the account of David and Mephibosheth as David's returning into Jerusalem after having fled from Absalom during Absalom's rebellion. And he comes in and he meets Mephibosheth, and in that course of time, David's servant Ziba had lied on Mephibosheth, said that Mephibosheth was intending to take over the throne and overthrow David. And David took all the possession of Mephibosheth and gave it to Ziba. And they get together here. Mephibosheth clears the air and tells him that it was all a lie to begin with, and everything he had been stripped away was a result of a lie. And David says it comes to the idea that they're going to split the land. Now, Mephibosheth is a pretty clear type of the born-again believer in that he was operating just by his birth under the curse of death. He was lame in both feet, had no way to help himself. But David, in mercy and grace, set him up as one of his very own children in his house and took care of him and brought him in and restored everything that had been taken from his father and showed him great grace and mercy. And when it came down to the point in time in which the land would be, when a decision had to be made about the land that Ziba had deceived him out of, David said, well, you and Ziba just divide the land. And this is what Mephibosheth says in verse 30. And Mephibosheth said unto the king, yea, let him take all, for as much as my lord the king is come again in peace unto his own house. He said, yes, I have lost everything. Yes, everything through a lie was taken from me. But let the one who lied to have my things taken away, let him have it all. I don't care about that. I'm just glad the king is back. I'm just glad to be back in the presence of the king. Can I say today that oftentimes when things are taken from us, our true character shows up. The true intentions of our heart shows up when we lose things, when people do us wrong, when people deceive us. The true character of our heart shows up. And it can reveal the flaws in your hearts, ladies and gentlemen, in our hearts. If you find yourself having been done wrong or having something stripped away and you turn back on God as a result of it, it's a fair indication that you were more concerned with the creation than you were the creator. I would to God that each and every one of us would get so in love with Jesus Christ that we would prioritize being near him and being right in his presence above anything that we could ever lose or have taken away, over any lie that could ever be told or any hurt that could ever be issued to us, that we would make the love of Jesus Christ and being near to him and in his presence the priority above all things. I want to encourage you today to examine your hearts and turn your hearts towards him and trust him for salvation today if you don't know him, and lean on him in your salvation. Love y'all. See you next time.